Hello.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad for a stormy Wednesday morning, Thursday morning. I don't even know what day it is anymore, but
Yeah, it's I think it's Wednesday. It's still Tuesday here. It's around 11 o'clock in the night here.
oh man, that's right. Because you're yesterday. That's right. Ah man, hey,
Yeah, it's confusing. It is certainly is. Where in Australia are you from?
I'm on the Gold Coast, which is just south of Brisbane.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Not too
Yeah.
far. Not too far. Have you been to the Gold Coast before? I mean, you've been to Brisbane tons of times, but
Yes, absolutely.
yeah, nice.
Been there many times. Have many friends there, and love it. I mean, especially the temperature, like coming from Norway.
Oh
And
man,
and so I don't mind a little, even if it gets too hot for you guys. I mean, for me, in and out real quick for a week or something, it's just that's okay.
yeah.
But I feel you guys. If it gets too hot, that's also bad. It gets too cold here, that's bad. So it's always bad if it's extreme, anyways. But no, I like it. I also, yeah, I have friends there. So also I stay behind after a couple of tours on vacation myself, just to hang around. And yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome, man. Well, we can't wait to see you down here again. Mayhem coming back for the 40th anniversary, which is awesome. I saw you in Brisbane last time with was it Werewolves and Ulcera? I think it was. Yeah. I had a real good night that night. Too good. That was the problem.
Yeah,
It ended up being a big.
yeah,
How was that?
yeah. No, that was great. I mean, I think when we did that, that was our most successful tour in Australia uh, that far, uh, also how many people come to see the shows. So the promoters were very happy. I remember that. So, and of course, we were very happy about it too. So,
That's
I mean, almost it's a hell of a logistic thing to put together a tour and come all the way down under. So it feels like an achievement when I pass through the immigration and customs. It feels like I already took gold medal, like arriving in Australia. It's a great feeling. And this is going to be our sixth time or something altogether for since we started touring early 2000. And I just I'm super stoked to come back every time, and super stoked to come back this time too. This time we had to come up with something for a 4-year anniversary, something special, and then we came up with this concept that to include something from all our releases, demos, EPs, albums, and then to able to do that, like I think we have 2 songs from everything, and then that came down to a little bit over 2 hours or something.
wow.
So we had to cut it there. But it's the longest show we ever did. We never set up as long performance ever. And we also made a video for the whole thing. Some of them videos are also synchronized with the actual playing. And one of the videos that are synchronized are we bring back dead from the famous Live in Leipzig album
Wow.
from 1990. So we separated out his voice, and we are performing Funeral Fog with Dead on vocals, which I think, when I heard it the first time in the rehearsal place when we were setting up, I just thought to myself, like, fuck, the fans are gonna fucking love this. This is, I mean, that was really something special. And then we have a high, what do you call it, resolution screen that we have hired in for the thing to get the most optimal quality of the movie also. So it's we are very happy with everything, how it turned out. And so it's and we have done a little tour in Europe and a couple of shows in Norway to test it out, and did some festivals. It worked out really, really well. So I'm very stoked that we can bring this whole production down and do it for you down under.
We are very lucky because we are so fucking far. We're on the arse end of the world here, mate. As you know, we are very far away.
Yeah.
We don't usually get those full productions, stuff like that. We kind of get skimmed on that because we're so far, so much money. So I think, you're right, man. We are very, very lucky, and it's going to be something incredible to witness. But obviously, being in Australia, it's sunny beaches and all that kind of kangaroos and stuff.
Yeah.
But we love Mayhem, man. I don't know. There's something about it. It's like, the dark, brutal music and sunny beaches in Australia and stuff. What is it, do you think is that connects us with you guys, being there's that contrast?
And maybe that's exactly what you're touching in on. Because, like, everything which is extreme is, you have the extreme heat, and maybe not so much up in Brisbane, but
I feel it.
It gets sometimes really fucking hot, and then you're you're a prisoner of the weathers.
Yes.
And then the same thing here. We are also kind of the winter is extreme. So maybe it's the same feeling. It's I guess. So maybe that's it. That's the connection that you guys subconsciously know about the pain, and what kind of art comes out of pain and suffering. So I mean, when we were freezing our ass off and making this dark and let's call it dark music. Well, you guys were, sweating it out without air condition in the garage, and the hammering it out on some death metalish stuff, like it's the same thing in a way. You use your negativity to make something, and that's what we did. Because this is not happy stuff.
No,
this is the opposite of the happy stuff. So that's how I don't know why it came to be like that, because I grew up listening to the Rolling Stones, then progressed into Motorhead, Venom, and stuff. But when I plugged in my instrument and started to make my own songs, it didn't sound like anything else. It wasn't blues, it wasn't rock and roll, it wasn't heavy metal, and it was this kind of thing that came out. So I mean, it's not so I guess that it shows me
Yeah.
this extreme thing, and I never steered away from that path, and it almost was the right thing to do, and it's still, I mean, the more aggressive the riffs are, the more happier I am. The more darker and evil it sounds, I'm still there.
Yeah.
So
I get that.
yeah,
100%.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I get into my car in traffic and I'm blasting some death metal. I get to work and everyone's like,
yeah,
why are you so happy? I
yeah,
was like, I don't know, man.
yeah,
It's it.
exactly.
It's how it works.
It-
How it works.
It's either that, like, or when you hit up in the queue when you're coming into the city line, just roll up your window and fire up a big fucking spliff and just try to forget about the whole fucking thing, and then come into work, happy as a cat.
Yeah, man. Oh well, I wish I
That's
could.
the other way to go.
That's the other way to go.
The other way.
But of course, you recently on that tour, you had the original drummer and singer,
Yeah,
Manheim and Messiah on the Euro run.
yeah, yeah.
That's crazy, man. How was that?
These guys, I mean, also, uh, the reason why they could pull it off is that they started a band together called Order about 13 years ago or something. And they had kept it up, released albums, done shows and stuff. So they had kind of kept it up going in the rehearsal place for themselves there. And also they played on the 30-year anniversary. So it's not totally, so they have done stuff with us before. So, but the fact that they were in shape to be able to do this, coming in, like, we are high end, like we push ourselves. We always have, we have been pushing ourselves like hell the last 35 years after they quit. 35 years, so it's mental if you think about it. It's more than 35 years, 36 years actually since they quit. So that said, so it's not given. So that was just the luck of the whole thing, that they actually, and also were jamming on some old Mayhem songs, obviously, as well. So they were jamming on Death Curse and shit with this Order band. So they were kind of, so that made it possible to do it, and I was stoked because Manheim, I mean, is the guy I grew up with, and we were sitting next to each other in the classroom. We went to school together. We started the band, not this band, when we started playing in bands 4 years before Mayhem. And we had different names and constellations and stuff, but it was always me and Manheim, and then Billy. But Billy, he had some other bands that he prioritized, and so it was never. He never thought of himself that he would be really a full-time member of Mayhem, but he's a pal, and he did the studio thing for us. He did live stuff in the 80s, and now he came back in a big way, and did this. Unfortunately, these two guys are not coming to Australia with us. The logistics were just too much, and actually Billy Messiah is having a smaller heart surgery closer to Christmas.
Oh wow!
So yeah, it's
it's
so we are getting older. Speaking of which, some fans might have seen that we had just canceled the US tour. I should have been in the States right now as we speak.
Oh man, yeah, I see that actually.
Yeah, one of us, since it's not me, but one of the other blokes had to have a surgery. It's not life-threatening or anything, but it had to be done. And it was just like he just got a quick appointment. And we were thinking, the health first. So, I mean, better to get it over and done with, because we have other tours. And then to ease people's mind that we are still, that we are good and are coming, is that people should watch out for our European tour now. Starts, I think it's the 6th of December in Paris, ending in Stockholm the 15th of December. And so you all can see that we're back, and be reassured that, just a couple of weeks later, we'll be on the flight
Back at it.
down under, So we're all good. It's just a minor thing. We had to cancel 5 shows in the States. I mean, 3 shows in the States and 2 shows in Canada this week. But unfortunately, these things happen sometimes. Unfortunately,
they know you'll be back.
Yeah, no, he will be back for the European tour that starts in 3 weeks, 4 weeks from now.
Man.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're at the end of the year. Oh man, that's awesome. I'm glad everyone is okay somewhat. Like that's, absolutely got to do that. But and outside of the band, you've got a grown daughter and you've a grandson, I believe. I'm a grandpa as well.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel that's changed you as a musician and influenced your work and things like that? I know how it's done for me, but what about for you?
Yes, everything that happens colors you, in your life. The birth, deaths, all the kind of things you experience, you carry with you. But when all said and done, and I've been through a lot of different things, I think I landed pretty much being myself, more or less all the time, and also landed on that. A lot of people say to me that, oh shit, you haven't changed anything from I was a teenager. And I think to myself, I think actually I grew up a little bit too fast for different reasons. Not good at the time, but it turned out good afterwards. That I think, why is the reason why I'm coming up with this? Yeah, so I pretty much had it laid out, and everything actually, except the people who tragically passed away, and like stuff like that. Apart from that, everything is going according to the plan we set up when we were 16 years old or 15 years old.
Yeah,
it's still the same thing going on. And for example, this house I'm doing this interview from, I bought it in 1993. I'm still sitting here. I'm a stayer, and I'm committed, and I have plan, and I'm, so I'm not wingling around that much, and life, death, or anything that has happened on the way didn't change the course. So I'm still the same, but of course you get colored. I don't think but it didn't change me much. But of course, the responsibility of having kids and stuff, it's huge. So of course, life changes. Yeah, but your personality, the personality, luckily didn't have to change. It was good enough.
Is it running in the family? Is your grandson sort of going, picking up the guitar and the bass, or?
No. My grandson, he's named after me, actually. He's called Jörn.
Nice.
No, he's 13 and a half years old now.
Oh, wow.
And I had him over for the weekend. His interest is more gaming, and actually he's started to go to the gym.
Okay. Yep.
To lift weights. So and eat healthy proteins and stuff. So I'm just like, yeah, that's great. That's good. It's better than doing wrong things. So
Yes.
he's a good chap, but he didn't pick up on the metal thing or the music. Neither did my daughter, who is now 33 years old.
Yeah.
Never got into music or anything. Uh, as far as I know, she's more into rap, I guess, than metal. So, but that's how it goes, And but then again, this is a very fucking narrow road to be a metal musician. It's nothing I would have recommended. It has to choose you,
Yes.
and then you can do it. You can't just choose to be, okay, I'm going to be, like that's not happening. And I'm actually happy. I wouldn't have gone down that road myself, or I would because I did.
Yes.
But it was a very narrow road, and we were broke for many, many years also. So that's also part of it. You have to sacrifice
Yes.
a lot
With metal,
to get there.
yeah, you're right. That lightning bolt comes down and hits you, and then you're broke for a long time. I'm still broke, but you love it. It gets you right.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's exactly.
I would not be without it, I tell you. But hey, man, can we expect a new album or new music on the way for 2025 and beyond the 40?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Also, yes, you can. There is Telok and Charles has presented some demos. Both of them presented over 10 songs or 10 skeletons. So presented almost 20 songs. And I listened to everything, and some of it is really fucking good. So we're gonna, after the Australian tour, I guess. No, some of us is gonna go on some tours with some other bands, but in March, I think, we're gonna get together and start to hammer out this thing. And by 2025, we should have been able to enter the studio, and then hopefully, I mean, hope also it would be cool to have it out in 2025.
Yeah,
that would be a goal, but we'll see. But definitely 2026, and then of course we'll be heading out to a new world tour to promote it, I guess. So hopefully this is not the last time we come down under. And since we're speaking of anniversaries and shit, we are 9 years out of the 50th year anniversary. And the previous year suggested that we should do the Opera House.
Yeah.
And I think that's the new plan now. Like that's the goal. In the end goal. In 9 years, we played the Sydney Opera House.
Lock that in. I'll be there. That'll be fucking unreal.
That'd be so good. Be there. It's gonna be epic.
And lock it in now. That is unreal. But man, thanks so much for hanging out on the show. It's good to see you again, man.
Thank you. Good to be on the show, man. Looking forward to come down on and play for you all.
Yeah, we'll see you in Brisbane, bro. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Cheers.